Yo, what's up, man? Brother Paris out here. Saturday, Sabbath. I think today is the 18th of May, 2019. And man, I just want to speak on stuff, man, because it's wild right now on social media about this whole abortion issue with the law. Alabama and some other states have made basically uh, making abortion basically illegal as it should be, man. And what y'all folks don't gotta understand, man, is everything that the powers to be try to promote is always going against God. So if they telling you, oh, it should be pro-abortion and women's rights, and blah blah blah, that's because they want you to go to hell. They want you to get it on the wrong side of God and do things that are against God, so you go to hell, because the devil is the one who controls all these powers. People that control the internet. You see all these memes and all these sayings. And man shouldn't decide. I mean, listen, a man, you're right, a man shouldn't decide, but God has already decided. He's already made clear that he is the giver of life, and we are not to take that away. Oh, well, if the woman gets raped, well, most of the time, if you get raped, you go to the hospital. They're going to do an investigation, check for STDs, then give you a Plan B pill immediately, so you never get to the point of having an abortion. So that whole argument's out the window, and only constitutes 1.5% of all the abortions that happen every day. And it's so funny how, like, anything you see that's like pro-abortion, pro-women, Me Too, Black Lives Matter, anything that you see like that, it's them trying to get you to latch on to a mindset that is antichrist. And people were talking about the mark of the beast and antichrist coming. The mark of the beast is already here, man. If you fall for these foolish ideas and ideologies, you already have the mark of the beast, because it's written on your forehead, which is in your mind, and then it controls what you do, which is your hands, with your life, how you live. So it is crazy, because then it's like, the Bible says that God hates a hypocrite. Yahweh hates hypocrisy. And the same Black Lives Matter liberal folks are then the same people that's supporting abortion, while abortion is number one killer of black lives in America by far. So it doesn't even make sense. But this again comes from people who still are blaming the evil hearts and immoral behavior of the folks in the black community on stuff that happened years and years ago. As we don't all have choices, we all have went through individual trauma in our lives, and we can choose to do things the right way or do things the wrong way. Same thing with what you can say is collective trauma that has happened to the black community. Yes, there's been collective trauma, but we still then have the responsibility to choose right from wrong. There's no past. There's no, okay, well, this happened, so you get the past to go out for the next 30, 40 years and kill each other and poison each other and promote ideas and things that are destructive. No, doesn't go like that in God's eyes. He sees the injustice that's happened to us. He'll deal with it, but we still have a responsibility to live righteous. There's no way around that, man. But the whole abortion thing, man, it's crazy. If you don't want to have a baby, then be responsible. There's all types of forms of birth control. But once God breathes that life, that has that breathes life into your body, you then you no longer have a choice but to, if God wants that baby to die, you can have a miscarriage. Like, God's in control, not you. So I mean, that's just the basis of this, man. And folks gonna be mad or whatever, but let them be mad. The truth hurts. If you don't want to accept it, if it hurts, just say ouch. But really, we're just trying to save you from the consequences. I mean, you ask any woman that has an abortion, the consequences of abortion. So they don't want to talk about the emotional and physical, as well as the spiritual consequences of abortion. The same way that they don't want to tell you about the emotional, physical, and spiritual consequences of homosexuality. They don't want to tell you about the gay-only diseases, about how your butthole will lose its elasticity if you keep having anal sex, and you won't be able to hold feces and all those nasty and disgusting physical things, and the emotional depression and emotional turmoil that you have because you're in an identity crisis, and then obviously spiritually you've damned yourself, to be under the wrath of God by living an abominable lifestyle. So again, all those things are just the devil tries to wrap up things in a nice little way that looks attractive, but ultimately leads to death.
that's just what I want to holler at y'all about, man. Peace.